I am in the neighborhood Washington Heights in Uptown Manhattan, and the subject of this story is the Morris-Jumel Mansion, the oldest house on the island. Before entering the mansion's territory, there is this block called Sylvan Terrace. This is the only block in Manhattan that has row houses that look like these. They were built in 1882 in the style that was popular at the times. This road I am walking used to be the main carriage road that led to the Morris-Jumel Mansion. Construction for this house began in 1765, and a British colonel named Roger Morris was the person who financed it. This house was not to be a permanent residence, but a summer home. This location, on top of a hill, which Morris named Mount Morris, was actually perfect for that. Uninterrupted summer breezes in the warm New England summers would have abounded here. Imagine this view unobstructed. From where I'm standing right now in the portico, you would have been able to see the city harbor to the south, and the Hudson River and New Jersey Palisades to the west. This is the facade of Morris-Jumel Mansion. The style in which this house is constructed reflects the style of Andrea Palladio. Palladio was a very well-known Italian Renaissance architect who wrote books that made his style of construction one of the preferred methods of construction throughout Europe for centuries. Here we have an example of the Palladian approach being practiced on this side of the world. Here we have a two-story building with a portico that runs through both floors. The portico is supported by 4 Tuscan columns. In the balcony on the second floor, we see a 3-part window with the center section with an arch over it. Windows like these are iconic of the Palladian architectural vocabulary. There are also overtones that reflect the Georgian style of architecture. The Georgian style emerged and was popular in England and its colonies during the reign of the first 4 kings from the House of Hanover. We're talking about the years from 1720 to about 1840. This style, just like the Palladian, is also formed by norms established in the classical times of Greece and Rome. If we take away the portico and replace the Palladian window with one of the others, we have a typical Georgian facade. But Morris and his wife Mary Phillips did not spend all of the summers they would have liked to in this house. They were loyal to the British monarch, and because of this, when the American colonies started their war of independence, the Morris family left for England. Consequently, the house thus became the property of the new government. Shortly after the Morrises left in 1776 during the American War of Revolution, General George Washington opted for this mansion to serve as his headquarters for a battle that was fought in nearby Harlem Heights. More than a decade later, in 1790, he returned as first president of the United States and dined with members of his office. Included in this dinner were John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and John Quincy Adams, all future presidents of the United States. In 1810, a Frenchman and wine merchant named Stephen Jumel and his American wife Eliza purchased the house. Mr. Jumel died in 1832, but Eliza lived in this house until her death in 1865. I'm not going to go into detail on the interior of this building, but if you visit yourself, you will find furnishings in the French Empire style. These were brought in by Stephen and Eliza Jumel when they moved in 1810. Today, anyone can visit the Morris-Jumel Mansion. The city of New York purchased the mansion in 1903, making it a museum and a monument to the nation's past. Thank you for viewing this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.